What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming Studio. We have another very exciting 4th edition matchup for you today, and Michael is going to give us the details.
We have the Sons of Behemat sitting on the table, marching forward to destroy the forces of order. The Seraphon are here, forwarding the great plan, and I love these two armies, and I'm excited to see what they can bring to the table in 4th edition.
We want to give a big shout out to Baron of Dice and Grey Matter Games. They are sponsoring this whole series of videos to kick off 4th edition, and they have some amazing things to offer. New objective markers, all kinds of great designs for dice, spearhead mats, just all kinds of stuff. So we're going to do a quick promo after the first battle round so you guys can see some of the deals that they have to offer. And also, one of our great members is running a Kickstarter for a carrying case for Warhammer miniatures, and it is super cool. So after the second battle round, we're going to show you a quick little clip about the Kickstarter and how you can get involved.
Join our Discord, the link's down below. Come and hang out with us. It's free to join. Anybody can hang out and talk with us. If you feel like supporting our channel like the rest of our members do, we really appreciate that support. So you can check out our membership service down below, see everything that it has to offer. Most importantly, you'll get access to extra battle reports.
Absolutely, and if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're trying to get to that 10,000 and we're so close, so close. And that's it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the armies.
Let's do it.
Sons of Behemat are coming back onto the battlefield today. Super stoked about this. We're going to see how they do in the new edition. I am going to be taking Taker Tribe, which allows me to pick an extra artifact of power in the deployment phase, and this is 2 Reggies. My general is going to be King Broad. King Broad has 40 wounds, and he also has creepers, so you can't do any rampages against him. He also is a priest, so he has some cool Power of Behemat stuff that he can do. Fair amount of damage if he can hit, and then he also cannot automatically be slain, and he can climb over terrain. The Gatebreaker Mega-Gargant is going to have monstrously tough, so he's going to have 5 extra wounds, and then his artifact of power is going to be Glowy Lantern. This allows him to try to cast a manifestation as if he were a level 1 wizard. Then we have the Krakenita Mega-Gargant. This guy can still kick objectives. He has some pretty okay attacks if he can get them through, and then he can hurl debris, which has a fair range at 24 inches. This guy has 35 wounds, and once again, can't be auto-slain and can climb over terrain. To round out my list, I have a War Stomper. The War Stomper is best against infantry, and he is going to be taking the additional artifact of power. Spoilers, it's going to be extra calloused feet. So he gets to add 1 to the attacks characteristic, rend characteristic, and damage characteristic of his almighty stomp ability. Then, since I took Glowy Lantern, I've decided to try out the Kronspine. However, it casts on an 8, and I don't have any bonuses, so we'll see how that goes today. This thing can do pretty good in combat, is good for move blocking and doing some damage. So that is the new Sons of Behemat list. Let's see how they do today.
For the Seraphon today, we are taking the battle formation Shadow Strike Star Host. This is going to give my skink units an additional d6 movement in the shooting phase, and we're taking 2 regiments, so this is a 2-drop list. Leading the General's regiment is the Slann Starmaster. He's a 3-cast wizard. He's going to be slinging all sorts of manifestations. He's going to be taking the command trait Beastmaster, which is going to give +3, +2 to the movement of cavalry. And then he's going to take an artifact, which is going to give him a D3 healing. Hanging out next to him is the Skink Starseer. This guy's going to lead my 2nd regiment. He has a War Scroll ability that gives up a 5-up ward once per battle. And then he has a War Scroll spell that turns off wards for enemy units, which is very, very helpful. We have 2 units of 10 skinky boys. These guys' job are to run in front, be screens, snag objectives, and do little tiny battle tactics. They are pretty fast and they are relatively cheap, so they're real good little tiny screens. For my big hammer unit, we have a unit of War Bond Kroxigor. These guys hit like a ton of bricks, and they're anti-monster, so they get +1 rend on all of their big old axes. We have 2 units of 5 Chargers. These are skinks on Raptidons. These guys are very fast. They get +1 damage when they charge, so they're really good at taking out skirmishing units on the sides who are trying to take those flanks. We have another unit of Kroxigor. These guys get +1 damage when they're going into hordes, so that's not going to be super impactful this game. These guys are going to be hanging out in the General's regiment. We have 1 unit of 3 Agrodons. These guys are not quite as fast as the Reptidon Chargers, but they are a ton of wounds on 4-up save, and they're just a bunch of attacks at Ren 2, 2 damage apiece, so they hit pretty hard for only 3 guys. For manifestations, we're taking Primal Energies, so we have the Jaws, which come out and do some charge damage. We have the Burning Head, which is good against War Machines, and then we have that little healing manifestation in the back that's going to be just keeping everything alive and moving throughout this game. That is it for the Seraphon. Let's take a look at the mission we're playing today. Today's mission is Scorched Earth. This is an 8 objective mission that we're going to be scoring victory points for holding 1, 2 more, and our battle tactic. This does have a very interesting twist for this mission. Starting from the second battle round, we're going to be able to remove objectives in the enemy's territory if we control them, and then the underdog is going to be able to pick one objective that they control in their territory and reduce the OC of enemies by 3 on that objective. So very interesting game, and I'm really excited to get into it. Let's take a look at who has initiative.
We are back from taking a look at the armies, and Michael had initiative. We're both 2 drops, and he won that roll off. So he's going to go ahead and take the first turn. I have 5 command points, and he has 4, and Michael is going to tell you all about the shenanigans that he's going to do to score.
Oh, we're going to do so many shenanigans, but first up, we have to pick what great plan we're going to try and further. And we're going to start with Quetzal the Pretzel, Quetzal the Preserver. This is a passive, and it's going to give -1 to Ren for attacks that target all of my Seraphon units while they're wholly within my territory. This should make me a lot more durable against all of this big, mighty giants who are coming to stomp us up. For our battle tactic, we're going to start with hold the center, and I'm going to throw my skinks away, and I'm going to sprint them to the center of the table.
That's a great idea.
I love it.
There's no places of power on this battlefield, so I cannot banish manifestations in Michael's turn. The only way you're able to do that is if you activate a place of power.
Easy peasy. So let's start with Schlan the Star Master. He's going to cast for a +1 to cast, table wide. That goes off. He'll bring out the Jaws. The Gnashing Jaws casts on 7, so that does not cast. How about the Burning Head? Hey, the Burning Head comes out. Final cast we'll do is from the Star Seer, and he's going to bring out the Emerald Life Swarm.
Cool.
Aggressively comes out.
I'm going to use a command point and try to bring out the Kronspine Incarnate. No. We'll see after movement.
Movement phase is complete for the Seraphon. Real simply, we move the skinks into the center so that we can seize the center. And then the chargers actually moved backwards a little bit. Best way not to be charged is not to be within charge range. And then we sprinted the Agrodons over in front of the Kroxigor so that we have an additional screen just in case we take a double. That's about it. We preserved the castle, we completed our battle tactic, and we score a mighty 8 points.
We're going to go ahead and fire up Sons of Behemat for the bottom of battle round 1. My battle tactic is going to be take their land, and I'm going to take this statue that is so conveniently placed just outside of Michael's territory. I'm going to kick this objective 2 inches, and after he moves, I'll move it 2 inches laterally.
It's a Charlie Brown kick.
Super good. I like starting off with Snake Eyes, and then we're going to do 1 prayer. Oh yeah,
nice.
We're gonna bank those.
Okay.
We're gonna bank those. I don't need him for this turn, so he's got 6 chant points. And then we're gonna try to bring out the Kronspine. 10.
Whoosh! Immediately coming out.
You get to try to unbind it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Immediately coming out.
Cool. It doesn't get to move though. Don't ask me why I know that. So I'm gonna place this. The Kronspine Incarnate is right here, hanging out with the Gatebreaker. That's just gonna put a layer of screen there and then just give me a little bit of extra damage potential on that side of the battlefield. That is the end of my hero phase. Still sitting at 4 command points to Michael's 4. Do you have any hero phase stuff you'd like to do?
I do. I'm gonna spend 1 for magical intervention. I'm gonna try to bring the Jaws out again. Here we go.
Yep, bring them out.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and move now. Movement phase is complete. I did not need any command points. It was very simple what I did. I moved this objective back 2 inches after I moved off of it for ease of play. I walked this gentleman onto this terrain so I could get my battle tactic. And then I stayed on all the objectives, scooted back a little bit, and the Kron Spine is gonna kind of act as a screen. So the only thing I have to do is shoot some missile weapons, and we're gonna start with the Kraken Eater into the Raptidon Chargers. All right, the Kraken Eater is gonna shoot his 3 shots. I am gonna use a command point for all-out attack because we are flushed with command points. So this is gonna be 3s and 3s with our hurled debris. All hit, and 2 wounds, -1.
5s? Save 1.
Take a mighty D3 damage, and we kill 1.
Poof.
Okay, last thing we're gonna do is just throw a big boulder at some skinks. This is a 3 and a 2. It misses. And that is going to round out my turn. So let's go ahead, score up, and roll off. My mighty turn is complete. The Scorpion clan marches forward, and I completed my battle tactic and hold 2, but not more, so 8 points. So the score is 8-8, and we're getting into the roll off for battle round dos.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you, sir.
Hiya.
You can go.
Ah, thank you.
I'm not taking a double turn. What? I'm not crazy. So we'll be back for battle round 2, Seraphon. This series of 4th edition videos is brought to you by Baron of Dice and Grey Matter Gaming. Baron of Dice supplies master crafted dice that are the best in all of the mortal realms. They offer sleek designs to match the aesthetic of any army with multiple choices for every faction. These beautiful dice come in 2 different sizes with round or flat edges, and you can get them in matte, pearlescent, or translucent finishes. The Baron also offers a large selection of other accessories like dice trays, cups and bags, stickers, and so much more. Go with the Baron and get the best dice that money can buy and be a part of our ever-growing community. But the deals don't stop there. Grey Matter Gaming has foreseen the winds of change and has some amazing objective markers to get you battle ready. These beautiful objective markers are double-sided neoprene, and they go very nice with all of the mats that he has to offer. You can get these mats in the normal size for all of your Age of Sigmar games, or you can get one of the new Spearhead mats, which has the objective markers printed on there for ease of play. Grey Matter also offers sweet spell and effect marker sets, which can be used to mark your powerful abilities and dominate the battlefield. This is just the tip of the spear for all of the great things our channel partners have to offer. So hit the link in the description box below and use our promo code BATTLESHOCK. You can get yourself a static discount from Baron of Dice, and you can also right now get double the discount that you normally would through Grey Matter Gaming.
Getting into the top of battle round dos. So for my battle tactic this turn, I'm going to take their land, and I'm going to take this piece of terrain right here. I can run over there with some chargers. He won't be able to redeploy onto it because he's too far away, and then I can stay out of 12 so I can't get countercharged. We're going to start with trying to banish your endless spell.
I worked so hard to get that out, dude. Oh,
no, it doesn't go away. It takes
I just take
6
That's
damage.
Right.
So I think we're just going to do the speed of Huanchi, and we're going to put that on the Saurus Agrodons. Does not go off.
So we will be back after Michael's movement.
Let's do it. Seraphon have completed their turn. Raptidon chargers on the far side ran away from the giant. They are our take the flanks unit, but that's going to have to be late game for us now because there's a giant breathing down that flank. We did take their land on the other side of the table, and then we moved our screens and shuffled around, just trying to make David respect the strength of the Kroxigor while we just hang out for a minute. What I'm trying to do over on this side of the table is I'm trying to create a traffic jam to keep David's giants kind of pinned up. So we put a sacrificial unit of skinks 3 inches away from the Kron spine, and then we're trying to pin this hole in to try and make it so that Dave doesn't have a lot of maneuverability around this area. We score 8 points because we completed our battle tactic, and we hold 1, 2 more. We each have 4 commandos because Dave didn't do any sort of redeploys or reactions, so we're going to get into Dave's turn in just a sec.
We are starting Sons of Behemat turn. Like Michael just said, 4 command points and 4 command points. We're going to do some things, but first I'm going to tell you that I am going to not waver. So my battle tactic is going to be to fight with 2 units and have no units destroyed this turn. So let's go ahead and do a couple things. We're going to chant. Chant's good, brings me up to 8. I'm going to use them all. I'm going to give a +2 to movement to all my guys. That's it. You got anything?
I think I am going to rally. If I remember correctly, Musician gives me +1 to rally.
Correct. So cool. 7 dice. You just need to see 3 4-ups here. And there you go.
There we go. That's it for me. I'm going to put this guy up, and then we'll move.
Let's do it. I finished my movement phase. I didn't need to use any of my command points because I had +2 to my movement. I can't run and charge. Nothing interesting to do in the movement phase. You did throw a redeploy of 2 inches with the Raptidon chargers, so they now will be untargetable by the Kron spine. Kron spine has a 3d6 charge to get into the gnashing jaws over there, so that was a good play. I'm already set up on the Kraken Eater, so he is going to go ahead and let's use a command point to all-out attack, bring me down to 3, and then he's going to target those chargers again.
I guess we'll all-out defense yet again.
Okay, so 3s, 1 hit, and then 3. 1 wound -1.
5? Nope.
1 damage. The Gatebreaker is going to throw his big boulder at the Agrodons. It hits. It wounds. And that's going to be -3 rend.
Okie dokie. They are 4, so it goes right through.
Okay, that'll be 4 damage.
Cool.
We're going to go ahead and charge the Kron Spine Incarnate. He's got a 3d6 charge, but he's got to end within a ½ inch of the Gnashing Jaws. He moves 15 inches. We're going to charge the Gatebreaker. And then we're going to roll a charge roll with Broad. 5. Okay, we're going to do some monstruses. Broad is going to just do D3 mortal wounds on a D3. So 2 mortal wounds into the skinks. The Gatebreaker is going to jump up and down on a 3-up. Oh, I had my dice ready in my hand and everything. He's going to do smash down, so I'm going to pick a terrain feature within 3 inches. I'm going to roll a D3 for each non-monster unit within 3 inches of the target, and on a 2-up, they're going to suffer mortal wounds. So into the skinks, no mortal wounds. That is all of it. Let's go ahead and get into activations. King Broad is going to fight into the skinks. He's going to be doing 6 attacks, 4s and 2s.
All out defense.
3 hits. And 3 at -1 effectively.
I failed them all, they're all dead.
It's 15 damage.
The jaws.
The jaws.
They're going to chomp you up, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 2s, 2 wounds at -1.
Fails them and then 6s. He takes damage.
1 damage Reno.
The Gatebreaker is going to all-out attack, and he'll fight into some skinks. He has 6 attacks with his Fork Crush a Flail. This is going to be 3s and 2s. That is 20 damage. No, 16 damage. The Kronspine's gonna fight the Jaws now. This is 6 attacks, 4s and 2s, Ren 3/3, because I'm fighting a manifestation. 2 hits. Crushing it.
Crushing it.
1 wound.
Goes right through, 3 damage.
3 damage. Take that.
I'll take 2.
That's it, man. Let's go score me up.
Let's do it.
Turn complete. I scored 10 points. I hold 6 objectives, and I completed my battle tactic of don't die and fight twice. You will notice that I picked Broad first to fight. The reason why is because he needed his pile-in to nab that objective. So now we've got really good primary control because eventually I am going to be getting punched by Kroxigor. So yeah, we're planning for that. Anyway, that put me at a small risk because if the Gnashing Jaws would have killed the Kronspine, I would have failed my battle tactic. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the roll-off for battle round 2. The score right now is 18-16.
Yep.
You may have the turn.
Ah, thank you, sir.
Is that surprising to you guys? If it is, leave a comment down below, and then we'll be back for battle round 3, Seraphon. I've got to give a big shout out to our member Dan for sending us this prototype for his new Kickstarter project, the Gladius 3D printable miniature case. Let's take a closer look. This case comes in a variety of colors with steel sheets of different sizes for easy magnetization of your miniatures. It also has storage tray options to house your objective markers, rulers, and dice. What I really like about this case is its durability and also the acrylic front panel option, and this case holds a surprising amount of models. The Kickstarter campaign for this case is going live in the next couple weeks, so hit the link in the description box below and click to be notified when the campaign starts. Stretch goals include larger case options and an array of added customization, so help our awesome member and give back to our amazing community. Big love to all of you viewers, especially our members, and thanks again. Now let's go ahead and get back to the action. Battle round 3 is upon us. Michael is the underdog, so he has 5 command points to my 4, and he's gonna go ahead and get into his turn now.
I shall. My battle tactic is going to be the same one that you just did. Do not waver. A little bit harder for me, because all of the things that I need to fight are big giant monsters.
Yes.
Yes. So that is going to be my battle tactic. I have 5 Castorinos. We are going to try to unbind the Kronspine once again.
Okay, banishing, go for it.
And we're going to do this with the Skink Starseer. 8, pretty sure.
8's good.
Yeah. We're going to start with the Slon Starmaster. He's going to give a +1 to cast. It goes off. We're going to go ahead and cast through the Skink Starseer, Mystical Unforging on Broad.
Okay, this is a -1 to Ren.
So 6.
Okay, I -1 to my Ren, great.
How about a Speed of Huanchi? Goes off on an 8. The Skink Starseer is going to do his last cast for Mystical Unforging again on Broad.
Okay.
It goes off on a 9, so you're -2. That's it for my hero phase. Do you have any activations?
Yeah, I think I'll try to do a magical intervention because I'm a crazy person. And let's try to bring out the Kronspine. No. All right, that's it for me.
All right, let's get into movement.
Let's do it.
We finished the movement phase for the Seraphon. We ran the Kroxigor. They have the run and charge from the speed of Huanchi, so they swung around the table. And then our Saurus Agrodon riders, they moved in as well. We did run with the Emerald Life Swarm, and at the end of the movement phase, it's healing that unit of Agrodon riders. We created a screen over here with our Warspawn Kroxigor, and I'm noticing I'm definitely in old coherency rules with 1 inch coherency.
Three of those are dead.
I'm gonna tighten those up here in a second. Everything else, we can't fight on too many flanks, and already trying to fight with 2 units into one big brody boy is kind of tricky. So we don't have any shooting attacks to do, so we can go right into charges.
Let's do it.
We're looking at some charges right here. We are going to need some 5-inch charges from both of these units because David threw a 2-inch redeploy at the end of the movement.
That's right.
So let's go ahead with Kroxigor, charge in, a mighty 5, and then just to save me some time, we're going to roll with those Agrodons. They got 6. And to save ourselves from a redeploy, we've moved the Kronspine. He's going to charge right now. I said Kronspine, I definitely mean the gnashing jaws.
Just say that all over again.
Nope, can't make me do it.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Okay, good. It's going in.
Raving Hunger in the charge phase. We're going to roll 10 dice. Mortals on 5s to the Gatebreaker. 3 mortal wounds.
Your jaws, they're gonna, on a 3-up, nope. We're done talking about that. Titanic roar into the Kroxigor. Okay, no commands.
No commander points for the Kroxigor.
Michael's getting ready to fire up his Death Hammer here, so I'm going to do an all-out defense.
The Scorpion ones are going to be the Moonstone Hammers, because those are damage 3. And then the Drakebite Mauls are all going to be with the regular Seraphon dice, because those are damage 2. Anti-monster, because we charged. Let's do it.
Okay, we're doing the big ones that went through first. These are 3 damage apiece, and I'm on a 6-up save at Ren, or 5-up save, Ren 2.
Yep.
Okay. He takes 15 damage there. And then these ones are Ren 2, 2 damage.
Correct, Mundo.
5s. Okay, he takes 25 damage. Okay, King Broad is going to fight right now. He has no rend on any of his weapons because he's been debuffed by those spells, and he's battle damaged, so he only has 4 attacks. Everything into the Agrodons.
All out defense, going down to 4 command points.
3 hits. 3 wounds.
3-up saves. I failed 1.
And that's 5 damage. Almighty Stomp. Both hit. Both wound.
3s. Save 1, failed 1.
2 damage.
All right, this guy suffered 3.
Death Grip. Misses.
The Gnashing Jaws are going to activate. 10 attacks, hitting on 4s. 5 at -1.
He takes 8 damage.
Nice.
Okay, the Gatebreaker is going to fight. He's still top bracket. We're going to fight with the Boulder Club. This is 6 attacks, 4s and 2s. 2 hits. And 2s. 2 wounds. Rend 2.
6s. They go right through.
8 damage.
Take 7.
Almighty Stomp. Both miss. Death Grip. Hits. 2. -2.
Failed it.
5 damage.
Yahtzee!
I know you want to pull him, dude, but you got to roll your wards.
I could just hear Jared at home, roll your dice, Michael! So we have 7 attacks with the Celestite Spears. These are going to be 3s and 3s, Ren 2, 2 damage because we charged. So take 3 at Ren 2.
Takes 4 more damage.
Okay, and then we have the rending bites and striking talons from the mounts. These hit on 4s. Wound on 3s. They all wound, so take 4 at Ren 2, 2 damage.
Saves them all.
Nice. Finally turned on there.
So he took 29. He's got 11 wounds left. That was pretty good.
All right, well, that's it for me. Let's score it up. Seraphon completed their turn. We scored 8 points. We hold 1, 2, not more. We completed our battle tactic, which was fight with 2 units. And we did remember to roll to bring back a half-strength unit of Skinky Boys. I brought them in right here to just try and create another screen from this War-Stompa who was just hanging out in the backfield.
My battle tactic is going to be slay the entourage, and I'm going to slay these guys. They only have 7 wounds left. They are reducing my rend by 1 if I fight with the Gatebreaker, or they'll just have a 3-up save if I fight with Broad, but that's the easiest one for me to do. I'm going to kick that objective that the Kraken Eater is standing on. It's going to go 7 inches. I'll probably move it 7 inches back toward me. Broad is going to do his chant. It's a 2, so he'll bank those. And then we're going to try to bring out the Kronspine Incarnate for my 3rd trick. No. I'm done with my part of the hero phase.
I'm going to do a magical intervention, and I'm going to try and bring out the Jaws. They do not come out.
Let's go ahead and move. Okay, we have finished my movement phase. I moved the Gatebreaker over here to answer the Kroxigor and the Agrodon. Same thing with the Kraken Eater. I moved this objective back 7. It's stuck right there. It can't move any farther. And then I moved my War Stomper right here. He is a little less than an inch away from each objective, so if Michael tries to steal, then I can redeploy onto it and hopefully still control it. So he's just standing there to help me hold those primaries. And we're just going to get into shooting. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot with the Gatebreaker into the Agrodons. It's 2s and 2s, neg 2, 4.
Let's do it.
Oh, okay. Kraken Eater is going to go into the Kroxigor. I'll hit, and then I'll wound. 4 or 3 at -1.
5s. Save 1, feel 2.
2 damage.
You got a guy.
Let's charge the Gatebreaker. 6 inches. He's going to do Gargant Charge. 2 mortal wounds into the Agrodons. Let's go with the Kraken Eater. 4.
Maybe?
4 is good.
Gotta be, right? Yeah. Let's go down to 1, and let's try counter charge with the big unit of Kroxigor.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
So for the monstresses here, we're going to do Titanic Roar, which fails, and then we're going to do Jump Up and Down on a 3-up. That one goes off. And we're going to roll 6 dice, mortals on 5s. So the Kroxigor are going to take 3 mortal wounds. We're going to do Smash Down right there on that terrain where the
Agrodon is?
And he'll take D3 mortal wounds.
For 2?
For 2. Then I'm going to have Mr. Broad activate into the Kroxigor first.
The Kroxigor, we're going to just use our last command point for an all-out defense.
Cool, so they'll be on a 3-up save.
Yep.
So we got 4 attacks with the Obelisk. This is 3s and 2s. Okay, he's tired. He's like, just let me die.
Just let me die, boss.
3s and 2s. Okay, that's 2.
Saved him.
Okay, and then let's do 3, 2.
Failed that one.
5 damage.
All right, you got a guy. We are going to pile those guys away from the Gatebreaker. We're going to do 3 into the Kraken Eater. These are going to be the damage 2. And then we're going to do the damage 3s into the Gatebreaker.
Into Broad.
Yes, into Broad. So let's start with the Broad.
Last command point for all-out defense on the Kraken Eater.
Okay, into Broad. 3s. 2s. So 6 -1.
5s? He dead.
Okay.
And we'll Timber. Okay. Now he'll fall on the Kroxigor.
Okay.
2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds. It does pick up another guy. And then everything into the Kraken Eater. 3 at -1.
Fails 2. Let's take 4 damage.
There you go.
The Gate Breaker is going to finish off that Aggrodon, hopefully. He's got 6 attacks. We're on 3s and 2s because...
General's Regiment, priority target.
Yeah, he's a priority target, and I have +1 to hit and wound. Okay, 3 saves at -2, which you reduce by 1.
So 5s. You're dead.
Okay. Okay, let's go with the Shipwrecka War Club. 4s and 2s. 3 hits. 2 wounds. -2 rend. Au naturel.
4s. Failed them both.
8 damage. Almighty Stomp. 2 attacks. 1 hit. 1 wound. This is rend 3.
Failed it.
Okay, that's going to be 3 damage.
Okay.
And then we'll Death Grip ya. It misses.
Cool.
Yeah. We had to keep Broad there to get a battle tactic. It was a tough choice, but we did score well, so let's go talk about it. Turn complete. I sacrificed Broad and got 10 points. So 28 to 24, going into battle round 4.
Yeah.
It's wild, man. Battle round 4 already. All right, good luck to you, good sir. Let's see what happens.
Good luck to you. We shall maintain order.
Okay, we'll be back for Seraphon, battle round 4.
This is the top of battle round 4, and we still have lots of army left on the table, and I think it's about time we really get into it. For my battle tactic this turn, I have to slay the tyrants, and I gotta kill a hero this turn. Let's do it with the Slon Star Master. I think he wants to bring out the Jaws.
Cool. Look at that.
They're out. Let's give a +1 to cast table wide. Yes, goes off. And
Cool.
then we'll end with Comet's Call. It's a terrible spell against you, but we're gonna do it.
Do it.
Doing it. Doesn't go off. Skink Starseer, he doesn't have any spells to do. He is going to scry the stars. It's battle round 4, so we get to roll 4 dice. And then on 3-ups, I'll get to hand out some 5-up wards.
Okay.
So I get 2 units that get 5-up wards. So it's going to be both units of Kroxigor.
Right on. Now that you're done, I'm going to go down to 3 command points. We're just going to heal this bro right here.
Healing the bro.
Bro heals 4, so he's got 7 wounds suffered.
Oh, I did have one more spell to do. It's a very important spell. Speed of Huanchi.
Oh yeah, you need to be able to run and charge. Yep.
That goes off.
There you go.
There we go.
That way the Kroxigor can run and charge.
Hero phase complete. We're going to go into movement.
Movement phase is complete. I didn't do any reaction, so I have 3 command points to your 4, and break down quickly what you did.
Cool. All I did was I threw an auto run on the Kroxigor Warspawn, so they're right up in the mix. And then everything else just surged around the table. So the chargers on the far side moved, ran, moved again and shooting. These chargers moved, ran, moved again and shooting. And these skinks moved, ran, moved again and shooting. We do have 1 shooting attack, and it's from the Burning Head into your War Stompa.
Cool.
It's D6 shots. It's 1 shot. It hits on a 2. It hits, it wounds on a 3. It wounds, it's rend 2.
I failed it.
Single damage. Charge it with Kroxigor Warspawn. They got a 7. And then we need an all-natural 9 with the Jaws. Snake Eyes is not a 9. Counter charges for you, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to countercharge the War Stompa.
7.
7's good. He's going to go into those chargers. Mega-Gargant charge on these guys.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing on those guys.
We're going to do Titanic Roar on the Kroxigor. No. And then the other one is going to jump up and down on a 3-up. It goes off. And you take 1 mortal wound. All right, we're going to smash down on the terrain feature. We're just going to roll a dice for each non-monster unit. So the Kroxigor, and nothing happens. Okay.
All right, so we have to activate on the Kroxigor War Spawn first, because it's our battle tactic, yo.
Michael's counting out his 1,000 dice. I have to all-out defense with my last command point.
We're gonna all-out attack. Here we go.
Let's do the 2 damage ones first.
These are all Ren 2, so 5 up saves.
Okay, 5s.
Nice cluster of 5s.
So he'll take 10 from the little attacks.
That's 10 damage.
And then 5s. And he'll take another 12. So he takes 22 wounds, which means he suffered 29 of 40.
Not enough.
The Kraken Eater is going to fight. He's going to go with his Shipwrecka War Club.
And we're gonna all-out defense.
Okay, so this is going to be 4s and 2s. 2 hits. 2s. 1 wound at -1 for you.
Okay, failed it.
4 damage.
Take 4 damage.
4s and 2s. 1 hit. 1 wound. That one is -3 rend.
Okay, so
you'll
we
be
need a
on.
5.
Yep.
Failed it.
Okay, that's going to be 3 damage.
5s. Take 1.
Okay, and then we'll do the Death Grip. Miss.
Topek lances into the War Stompa. Hits on 4s. Wounds on 4s. Take 3 wounds at -1.
Saves 1, fails 2.
Single damage.
Okay.
And then the Rending Claws. 4 at -1.
Fail 3.
Single damage.
Okay, he's going to have 6 attacks with his Titanic Boulder Club because of your unit size. So 4s and 2s. And deuces. Okay, 2 ran 2.
Goes right through.
4 damage. Okay, he's going to fight with his Almightier Stomp. This one's going to be Ren 3 because he has the extra calloused feet. 4s and 2s. 2 heats and 2s. 2 wounds, -3. That's going to be 7 damage. Okay, Death Grip 4.
Kroxigor into the Kraken Eater. 3s. Take 4 at -1.
He takes 6 damage.
Okie dokie.
Gatebreaker is going to go. His Fort Crush of Flail is now 4 attacks because of how much damage he has suffered. This is going to be 3s and 2s because we're +1 to hit and wound. 3 hits. And doses. 3 wounds.
Ren 2.
Yep.
So, need 5s. Fill them all.
12 damage.
3 5s.
Nice.
That was a Dave level Warden. Take 4 damage.
Okay. Almighty Stomp. 3s and 2s. Both hit. Both wound. Same thing.
Save 1, fail 1.
1 damage for you.
5. Take a damage.
Okay, and then Death Grip.
Grip him up.
I rolled a 1.
They suffered 5 damage. I think we got the better part of that exchange, even with a failed tactic.
Yes, you did. Damage-wise, for show. All right, let's go score you up.
Seraphon have completed their turn, and unfortunately we did not complete our battle tactic. So we only hold 1 objective, and we hold 2 objectives, so that's 4 points. Brings me up to 28 points, and we're getting into Dave's turn. He is also at 28 points.
My battle tactic is going to be attack on 2 fronts. I'm not going to complete it, though.
Right.
I have no way to complete it. I'm just going to go for 6 points here and try to minimize the damage that I'm going to take. We're going to do a Get Orf Me Land, and we're going to kick that objective right there.
Go for it.
That goes 6 inches. We'll move that while it's easier. And then we're just going to try to bring out the Kronspine Incarnate with Dude.
Come on, dude.
No.
No, dude.
No, he's tired, man. He just took so many Moonhammers to the face. That's it for me. You want to do anything with your 2
Nope.
command points?
I have 2 command points, and we're definitely going to try and countercharge something.
Okay, sounds good. So we will be back after I move. Okay, I finished my movement phase. I did have to retreat with the Gatebreaker. Unfortunately, he just can't take another round of damage from the Kroxigor, so I'm gonna make Michael work for it. I stayed in combat with both of the other ones, and I can't shoot because I retreated here, and I can't shoot into combat there. So that's my entire movement. I don't have any command points, so we don't have to worry about that. Michael does have 2, and he wants to do a counter charge.
Oh, Kroxigor charging. 6 inches is gonna get me into the Kraken Eater.
Cool. He is going to jump up and down, and we're gonna do it on the 6-man unit. On a 3-up. Okay, and then 6 dice. 3 mortal wounds into the large unit.
5s. Take 2.
Okay, 1 more ability before we get into combats. We're gonna do Hurled Body. If I roll a 6, I'm gonna kill one of these Raptidons and throw it into the other one and kill it. Oh, look at that, he's out of combat.
Dead.
Okay. Okay, the Kraken Eater has to activate into the smaller unit of Kroxigor because they're both Moonhammers and we don't want to take all that damage. So we're going to go with the Shipwreck of War Club. This is 4s and 2s. 1 hit and then 2s. 1 wound.
Saved it.
Okay, and then we're going to do Almighty Stomp. 4s and 2s. Okay.
Failed it.
That's 3 damage.
Take 2.
Okay. Let's see if we can death grip this guy. Or, no, never gonna happen.
We'll activate this one guy. Whee! 3s. And 2s. 3 at -1.
Okay, he takes 6 damage.
And then we'll pile in the other knuckleheads. Starting with the big attacks. 3s. And 2s. 4 more. This is Ren 2 now.
Okay, he fails 3, so he'll take 9 damage.
And then everybody else. Two more Ren 2.
He'll take 4 more damage. Whew. So, this is alive. Just barely. 29 wounds suffered.
Okay. All right.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Can't kill Gargants. Keep coming close to killing Gargants.
He's almost dead.
Let's score you up.
Let's do it. We have completed my turn. I scored a mighty 6 points. Hold 1, 2 more. Did not complete a battle tactic. I knew that I couldn't. And took a bunch of damage, but I definitely was going to lose that Mega-Gargant. So I still think that was the right call.
That was the right call. Yep.
So the score right now is 28-34, getting into the roll-off for Battle Round 5, and this has been a banger. So let's go ahead and see what happens in the last round.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you. Okay, I'm going to tell you who's going in the last battle round in a hot second after I think about it.
After that roll-off, we had a little talk off screen, and David is going to take the turn, and then we're going to be able to call the game from there because David, walk us through what happens on your turn.
I'm going to just hold more. I have multiple ways to do that. I can retreat onto a point. I could charge with this guy and power through at the end of the turn onto a point. So basically, I'll just hold more. I don't have any battle tactic that I can achieve, but if I get that extra 6 points, that's going to bring me to 40. And since Michael's at 28 points right now, if he scores 10, which he will because he has multiple battle tactics he can do, he's going to end up at 38. So right. The score is going to end up being a 2-point lead for the Sons of Behemat.
So with that all being said, I'm going to concede on camera. Excellent game. I'm glad we got to go the distance. Well. We're going to go to the wrap-up, clean up, and tell you our thoughts on this game.
Let's do it. Here we are to tell you our thoughts for the matchup. We're so excited to be playing 4th edition. It's so fun. And we're starting to get the rules right, hopefully. Leave some comments down below. How do you think it went? What did you think of the game? Anyway, the final score was 40-38. The Sons of Behemat did what they do best, and they stood there and got punched in the face and scored points. And it was great. But I want to talk about Seraphon first because they're more interesting in my humble opinion. No offense. How do you feel that your army performed? Highlights, lowlights, all that stuff.
I really liked it. So I bought the extra two boxes of Kroxigor, like on speculation, hoping that they were going to be good in 4th edition, and they're great in 4th edition.
They're very strong.
Really, really like it. I like how this army functions with these 2 big, like very durable units that hit really hard, and then a bunch of fast movers to go grab objectives. It's really, really cool. Not a huge fan of the battle formation. I'd rather just have a teleport on a 3-up. I think that would be better because I would have been able to send something back here to start threatening your backfield objectives. And the skinks, I want to trade out for some Saurus Guard or something. They're too expensive for how bad of a screen they are.
They're very easy to kill.
Overall, very impressed. Very, very happy with the Kroxigor. Like, I was just taking so much punishment and was just happy to do it and was hitting way above my weight. The only thing that I think I played wrong is I had an opportunity to charge in with the Raptidon Chargers at the same time my Kroxigor Warspawn went off.
Yeah.
And if I had done that, I would have gotten +1 damage on everything, which means the Gatebreaker probably would have went down and I would have got my battle tactic, swung the game.
Absolutely. And Michael was done moving and I was like, you ran those? And he's like, yeah. And I was like,
cool.
Good for me. Good for me. That definitely could have been a play. I really enjoyed this list. I don't really think I'll ever take the Kronspine again with Sons of Behemat because they don't have a reliable way to get it out. We played a couple practice games with these armies, and the other couple times it was way more impactful, but today it was not. You just could not roll an 8, right?
Yeah.
You got to roll an 8. That's probably going to go out of this list, and I would just take that set of endless spells and heal a Mega-Gargant for 3 every turn would be fantastic.
Yes, that would be good.
And yeah, I think they all performed really, really well. I'm not going to give LVP to any of the Mega-Gargants because they all had clear roles that they accomplished. We did some countercharging to keep Michael from getting extra objective. That also would have cost me the game. We held things in place with Broad for a turn so I could get a battle tactic, which also would have swung the game if I didn't do that. And then the Gatebreaker did some damage, retreated, and was fine. Kicking objectives is fun. Getting the extra Callous Feet to do some damage is great. I like this. I'm almost thinking about just picking a completely different battle formation and just not taking a manifestation lore.
Really good game. We hope you guys all enjoyed it as well. Big shout out to the Baron of Dice and Gray Matter Gaming for sponsoring these videos. We appreciate you guys so much. And make sure to check out our friend's Kickstarter for those carrying cases because those look pretty slick.
Super sweet. Yep. Go check it out. Help support that. We really want to see him be able to feature those so we can, have something to put all of our models in.
That would be helpful.
That's a problem. Becoming a big problem. Eventually, you'll just see a wall of Tupperware around the table full of models because, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to re-rack, play another matchup for you guys. It's going to be Stormcast versus Sylvaneth, and it's going to be spicy. So keep an eye out for that.
That's it for us. See you next week.